This is the video we've all been waiting for where we're doing a giveaway because we have 1,000 friends. So we're at Mahogany Books to pick up some stuff to do a cute little subscriber giveaway gift box. And let's see what we find. And maybe we'll be able to build the box together while we're in here. One of the things that I really love specifically about like indie bookstores is the amount of autographed copies that you can find on their shelves. Like so many authors just have like a special relationship and place in their hearts for indie booksellers and independent booksellers. So they do a lot of special partnerships. Like, spoiler alert, Kennedy Ryan will be specifically releasing special edition copies to indie bookstores, and then Black indie bookstores will receive a special edition copy of Score releasing by Kennedy Ryan later this summer. And so I've already pre-ordered my copy from here, Mahogany Books. It's my local Black-owned bookstore, and I will be here for the midnight release party. All the things. I'm just excited for all the things. But I like how they always have just so many signed author copies available at indie bookstores. And for not so many reasons, but it's one of the reasons why I will never, ever turn my back on local owned bookshops. So they do have a few books that I'm like, this could be interesting to include in this gift box, right? So it's their book club pick of the month. They're gonna read We Don't Talk About Carol. So we've talked about this one before, right? It takes place in the 1950s, 1960s, up to present times. We're talking about a group of missing girls that just were not spoken about. And spoiler alert, but there's a suspicion that they're missing and gone permanently, right? And we explore that story here. I read it, really enjoyed it with my book club, and it looks like Mahogany Books might be reading it for the month of April. So if you're in the area and you want to talk about We Don't Talk About Carol, or if you're in part of my book club and you want to talk about it again, or maybe you missed the meeting, I don't know, they have book club pick of the month. Or maybe this is one of the past. I don't know. I'm a little confused. But they also have Dominion. I have not read Dominion yet. It is on my TBR. I've heard nothing but great things. Oh yes, because I was like, I think this is one of the ones about secrets. So secrets, zeal, secrets. We always talk about secrets here, but this is a book about secrets. I haven't read it yet. Do you think this is one of the ones I should include in the box? I don't know. Sometimes I feel weird about giving people books that I haven't screened myself. Like, I don't know what this is about. Maybe I'll get that one. Oh, and then, I am a Black authored book girly, but this one is dual authored by Viola Davis and James Patterson, Judge Stone. And recently, She Cozy and Lit was talking about this. I think she was on TikTok Live talking about this book, and she seems to really be enjoying it. So I'm going to add it to my TBR, but I'm not going to buy it or include it in the box, but just wanted to point that out. Okay, this one, I'm kind of debating because I didn't love it, but a lot of people love it. I just have very specific issues with this one. The premise is all the white people have disappeared, right? Everybody wakes up and the white people are just gone, and we're trying to like work through that, right? So what happens when a whole group of people just suddenly is gone? What does your life look like? Now, here was my issue with it. For some reason, there was a piece of this that felt like it was being suggested that we maybe needed, or like our lives were better. I don't know. I don't know if I received the correct message from this book. I might include it in the giveaway box because people do really actually love this book. It's just, I'm not one of those people. And that's also why I always try to remind y'all that, like, I don't do star ratings because how you feel about a book, how you rate a book is very subjective. Case in point. People love, love, love this book down. I don't like it. I don't even have like a love to hate it relationship with it. I just don't like it. But people love it. So reading and liking a book is very subjective. Remember that. You know, we're currently in Kennedy Ryan season, and they do have a copy of the close-up. I'm good. Yeah, I'm sorry. Since we're in Kennedy Ryan season, I could also include this little novelette. I can include this little novelette of the close-up. Oh, you know what's a story that I enjoyed? I just saw it. Why did it just leave? Ooh, this is a good classic one. Neighbors and Other Stories. It's just a collection of short stories by Diane Oliver. If you're someone who maybe you like the work that came out of the Harlem Renaissance or the specific commentary that was being made during the Jim Crow era and everything surrounding that for fights for freedoms, this is a collection of stories that I think is just so. And she's one of those authors like a James Baldwin where people weren't really checking for her when she was with us, but now post-mortem, her work is being revered. I do really like this book. I might include it in this box. Let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna get a collection of books that we might include. Let's think about it. So we're not going to include a cookbook, but I do want to show you that there is the baby of 𝕔𝕠𝕟𝕟𝕟 here. It's the last copy. I pre-ordered my copy, so I already have a copy at home, and I'm not going to gift a recipe book. But if you are somebody who likes the history of food and like where things come from, and just like understanding through lines of things, I would definitely recommend that you give this cookbook a shot. It's like, part recipe, part history, and 100% wonderful. So check that one out at your local bookshop. So this is a book that I have on my physical TBR. It's a trilogy, I believe. Blood Debts, Blood Justice, and maybe it's not a trilogy. I feel like it is a trilogy. Blood Debts, Blood Justice, and if it's a trilogy, I can't remember what the third one is. I have Blood Debts and Blood Justice on my physical TBR. It's YA magical mystery where I think it's supposed, like, when I was reading the description when I first picked this book up way back when, it reminded me of Tender Beast by Lizelle Sansbury, where there's some grave injustice that's going on. People are being murdered, and you have to figure out like there's some kind of magical, mystical element that you have to pull apart and figure out where the source is. And I think this is falling into that category. I don't think I'm gonna include this one because I haven't read it, and I don't know anybody that read it, so I'm gonna be a little bit cautious about that. Now, they do have They do have The Weight of Blood by Tiffany J. Jackson. This is one of my favorite books from her. It's a reimagining of Carrie, but like through the lens of race. So instead of using, I think the original was probably like from an economic disadvantage lens. This one is through a racial lens. Really enjoyed this one. Do we want to include this? Have y'all read it already? It's YA. I love YA. Additionally, they have this book that I spotted from across the way by Lakita Wilson. She is DMV local and she will be at the Chocolate City Lit Festival. Maybe I should include it just because she's a local author. I made it, it is pretty funny. I made it to like chapter 5, so I'm still working my way through this book. It's cute. It's very DMV coded. They're using all the lingo, champ, mo, all that stuff, right? This is that. It's cute little. It is. I don't know if it's YA or middle grades. Yeah, I still don't know if it's YA or middle grades. The children are in high school, so that makes me feel like it's YA specific. I don't know. Okay, so they have a signed copy of Ken here. I already own Ken, so this is a signed first edition. I should get it, right? I'm gonna get it. They also have a signed copy of Bitter Honey, which I'm considering putting in this box. Supposed to be a story about like secrets across generations. So it's a mother-daughter relational book, and the secrets they keep, the distance that those secrets create, and then how they're working through it. So this is a signed edition. I have not yet read it, but it is on my TBR. So maybe I'll include this and we can buddy read it. Let's see. I don't know. So I ended up buying 6 different books. I'm only putting 2 in this box for the giveaway. Am I gonna tell you what books I bought? I don't know, cause want to be fun if it's a surprise. Like, do you want to know what? Do you want it to be a surprise? Like, I won't put it in this video, but if you tell me you want to know, I'll put it in the next video. You understand? Like, the next week's video will have the books if you want to know what the books are. But if the majority of y'all don't want to know what the books are, and you want it to be a surprise, or you want to wait until after the winner has been determined, then we can do it that way. But I haven't figured that out yet. And I do apologize for being so scatterbrained right now. I really just thought I had more time to make this video. I thought I had until at least the end of June. I was like, oh, if I could hit 1,000 book friends here on YouTube by the end of June, I'll be good. Now look at us at the beginning of April. Got me out here looking foolish. So we're just gonna have to roll with the punches at this point. We're getting the things done because the friends deserve the love. You are the friend that deserves the love. So I think in my walk from outside to my car, I've officially decided that I will not tell you what books are in this box until after the winner is announced. So then it can really be a surprise, and maybe even after they receive their prize, right? So then it'll truly be like, Oh my God, I really like, what I will say is, I don't think I will include a book that was not discussed in this video. So if we did not talk about it while we were at Mahogany Books, it will not be included in this box. So you can at least narrow it down for yourself and see, like, what do you want to get excited for? What are we getting into? So, got the books. I want to put some other things in there, but for now, we're going to go back home and maybe just turn on this air because I feel like I'm starting to glisten. It's a little hot. Let's say it's 80 degrees. Oh! I think National Harbor is so cute, and it's where my closest Mahogany book location is. However, it is not metro accessible. I don't really come to National Harbor that much because I don't like paying for parking. I just, especially when you're forcing me to do it, right? Like, there's nowhere else to park but these paid parking garages, and it's not metro accessible. So you're telling me, what, just don't come? I'm not coming. Ooh. It just, why you speeding, friend? Where we going? But it's a gorgeous, gorgeous place. You got MGM. Yeah. Shout out to 𝕃𝕗𝕟𝕤 Tequila, Black woman owned tequila brand. She was the first Black owned brand to break into MGM, I believe. I could be making this up. If she's not the first Black owned brand, she's the first Black owned tequila, which I think she's the first Black owned tequila, period. But 𝕃𝕗𝕟𝕤 Tequila, right here out of the DMV. Shout out to her. It's great. This is a book channel, but Black owned businesses, you know. So this Black owned, holy shit, y'all all right? Y'all all right? You took a nasty tumble and took my phone with you. Damn. You lucky I know where I'm going. Because why did you do that? That was so dramatic. Why would you fall like that? The amount that cost, the amount of money I just dropped at Mahogany. What? And to drive around this neighborhood and find me a nice little corner to stand on and give me some book money. Okay, long day. But we got a couple books from the bookstore, and I am going to show you what else I'm going to include in this box. Before we proceed any further, I have to tell you that this video is sponsored by my bank account, okay? No outside sponsors are affiliated with this video, and this video is not a contest that is run through YouTube or any other social media platform. We are just using the platform to host this giveaway, but they are not. You understand? You understand? Like, don't come trying to sue me, okay? Anyways, my money paid for this. I was gonna say a broke bee. I'm a broke girl out here buying books with my own funds. And because we're friends, I'm sharing these books with you, period. So in order to enter, you have to be subscribed. You're gonna leave a comment and you're gonna tell me what was the last 5-star read that you read. What was the book? What was your favorite part? Who was the author? If you want extra entries, post about this on Instagram and tag me at read.blacklit. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment, and then for extra entries, tag me over on Instagram. But you have to make sure that your page is public. If it is not public, I cannot see it, so it will not count. Let's go through what's in this box. So I've decided already that I'm not telling you what the books are. So we're all just going to be surprised when, or I'll reveal it after the winner is revealed. We'll talk about what books we got. But I will show you what else is in here. You may or may not know, but I am an annotation girly. Like, I write in my books. I use Post-its. I use flags. I use all of the things. Right? So my book club members are very used to me being like, hold on, wait, on page, right? It's because my books are tabbed. Whoops. To share the annotation love, I'm including 3 of my favorite things to use while annotating, which includes like these little highlighter tapes that you can, if you don't want to mark up your book, you can use that in place of that. Pointer flags, which I typically use for like, oh no, this line is important. And then just regular flags that I typically use for indicating that there are highlights located on this page. Okay. Then I'm including a brand new felt tip pen. I'm an educator. I still work in education. I was a classroom teacher for 5 years. As an educator, I love a felt tip pen. Okay. I don't even think this is recorded to the freaking. I love a felt tip pen. It's really the only thing that I ever write with. And so I am including one for you, whoever you are. And then I'm also including my current favorite highlighter. This one is not an actual one that I use, but it's the brand that I like right now. There's something about a square highlighter that just like makes my line straighter. I don't know. But I'm including one of these for you. Of course, the 2 books that we're all going to be surprised by. And then this cute little sticker that I got off Etsy. But it's the cutest little DW sticker and it's holographic. It says, "Don't talk to me. I'm in my main character era." And it's like the perfect bookish sticker. That's what I'm putting in the box. If you want a chance to win, all you got to do is follow the directions. So like this video, comment down below what's the last 5-star book that you read, what's the name of it, your favorite part of the book. And if you want an extra entry, post about this over on good old Instagram and make sure you tag your girl at @bre.blacklit and that your page is public or she won't be able to see it. All right. So thank you again to today's sponsors, which includes my Delusion and my Chase Bank account. I'm still in awe at the fact that we got to 1,000 friends here on this channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for letting me just eviscerate your TBR week after week. And I can't wait to just keep talking about Black authored books with you. And we're just going to have a whole lot of fun. Just you chose this. Remember that. You watched this video. So you having to deal with my corniness is your fault. You're welcome. If you enjoyed anything about this, like, comment, subscribe. There will be more to come. I will see you next time. And that's all I got. Love you. Bye.